we have one more round in round 2 to go, and that is going to be Trinity versus Detailed Pig. Those are your other competitors for round 2, as I quickly look to grab a topic here. All right. So, the topic that I'm going to give you is, if you could have the perfect partner in the advent of a zombie apocalypse, who would be the perfect partner and why? Somebody call it.
Tails. Detailed Pig calls Tails.
Details Pig. It is Tails.
Details.
All right. Tails it is. First or second?
I would like to go first.
All right. Bold. Going first. Let's remove your pins here. Pin
Can you just
both
read the
of
question
you.
one more time?
If you could have the
before you start
perfect,
timer?
if you could have the perfect partner in the advent of a zombie apocalypse, one person, who would it be and why?
Okay.
So with that, Detailed Pig is going first. 1 minute 30 on the clock. Your time begins now.
Okay, you guys, there is only one answer to this question on who you would want as your partner in the zombie apocalypse, and that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Donatello. For one, he is skilled in martial arts. Why are you thinking I'd pick him over all of the other turtles? Well, because he also does machines. And so, you know, if he gets injured, he's going to be able to adapt, be creative, build some zombie killing machines that can help you fight in the zombie apocalypse. He's got a purple mask, which is pretty dope. He's kind of good looking, and you don't want to be with somebody that you're just going to be grossed out looking at all the time. Overall, I think he's going to be able to womp stomp those zombies, but also be resourceful in finding food, you know, setting up fucking turrets so we can kill zombies, so we can get a decent night's sleep and not have to be awake all the time looking out over all of these zombies. And you know, maybe because he's a Ninja Turtle, all of the other brothers come with you for a little bit, you know? That'd be pretty cool to hang out with all of those other guys. So Donatello is just hands down, dude is jacked. I can't quite remember what.
And that is time. Guys, vote in the prediction in chat. It is time to vote. Gamble those points. Remember, the more points you have, the more things you can do on my D&D game every Thursday. With that, Trinity, 1 minute 30 on the clock. Your time begins now.
Oh my god, my headset's gonna die. Okay. I am gonna go with Gerard Butler. So Gerard Butler has been in many movies, ranging from action to comedy to romance to taking over worlds to like every kind of movie you can imagine. So I feel like he is very prepared to deal with any situation that comes his way. As an actress, I think that we'll have a lot to talk about. So it also depends on the kind of zombie apocalypse we're talking about. I think that zombies range, you know, I mean, we've all seen zombie movies, shows. They can be slow, fast. They can be like if they bite you, you turn into a zombie. If they bite you, you're dead. Like we didn't specify the kind of zombie apocalypse we're going through right now. So I think that a larger range of skill sets is probably a very useful thing to have. As well, he is a male, not too old for me. So I think that, you know, even if we're the last two alive, if we manage to make it through, we can reproduce. I would be very happy to have sex with Gerard Butler, as well as potentially have his babies if we were the last. I don't want to have babies, but I would for him if we were the last two in a zombie apocalypse. I think I have some pretty good skills in Valorant.
Okay, that is time. Whoops. And 1 minute 30 back on the clock for you, Detailed Pig. Your response. Your time begins now.
I do like that Trinity brought up a good point that we do not know what kind of zombie apocalypse we're dealing with, but I think Donatello would be great in anyone. There's some problems with Gerard Butler. He doesn't have a shell, for one. My man Donatello does. And the shell is going to be protective against zombie bites. Like, you're not biting through that. So you know what? I think I might be able to fit in his shell in a pinch. You never know. So that's another plus for Donatello. Gerard Butler, he's got no technical prowess, so he's not going to be setting you guys up turrets. He's not going to be like making you guns out of nickels. I don't know. He's not going to be doing any of that. I would like to bring up that Donatello automatically comes with a weapon, a bow staff. Not the best for zombie fighting. You're probably going to want a gun in that scenario, but Gerard Butler has no built-in weapons in his accessory kit. So that's another plus for Donatello. I mean, yes, Gerard is very cute. I will concede that point. But he's not as ripped as Donatello. So if you're wanting to stare at a sexy man, Donatello's your dude. Plus, he's been exposed to ooze. We don't know. Maybe that gives him some sort of advantage in the zombie apocalypse.
And that's time. Back over to you, Trinity. 1 minute 30 on the clock. Your time begins now. You're muted. Let's run it back.
I would just like to say, sorry. According to this article, someone called him an 11 out of 10 in bed. So if we're talking Gerard Butler, okay, not Donatello, because no one's ever slept with Donatello, okay, because he's not a real person. So I just like, you can fit in his shell, but I don't know what you're gonna do when you're the last two alive in the zombie apocalypse, because you're just gonna die of old age. There's no like future plan, right? So also like I know that you said he's good at martial arts and has technical prowess, but after watching a lot of movies with Gerard Butler, and I mean a lot, okay, like I just realized recently that all my favorite movies are with Gerard Butler. Like I think he has a shit ton of technical prowess. Maybe he can't build a huge machine, but you'd also have to find the materials, and you'd have to like even a zombie apocalypse, when everyone is scouting for anything they can find, you'd have to find all the shit to be able to build it. And I think that Gerard Butler would have a really good technical skills for finding that material in small doses and making a big explosion with it, as he has done numerous times. I think that, yes, he might be good at food finding, Donatello, but in all honesty, you probably don't eat the same things. I know the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles eat pizza, but I don't think you can survive on pizza alone. Sadly, I would like to, but sadly, that's not the way of the world. Gerard Butler is the obvious.
And that's time. But we do have our 1 minute back and forth. Make sure you guys are not muted. 1 minute on the clock. Both of your times begin now.
One question, Trinity. How many foot soldiers has Gerard Butler defeated? Because I think it's 0. He has deleted 0 foot.
Very many. No. Have you seen these movies? Are you kidding me? He was stuck in a fucking in the White House with I don't even know how many fucking people, and he saved everyone. Okay, like not everyone. A couple people got shot, but he saved a shit ton of people, and he defeated many people. Like it was him against 30 people. And he fucking killed that shit. Yeah, okay.
I hear
he held that building, and that is the important shit. You gotta hold a building in a zombie apocalypse. You gotta camp up, and you gotta fucking hold that shit. You gotta use what you have.
Could do that just fine and get sleep while doing it, because the machines are gonna handle that.
But turtles are so slow.
He's fast. He's got little legs that pop out.
He has little legs. Like I don't know. I just feel like turtles.
I mean, have you seen his quads?
And that's time. All right, chat. For the second round of round 2, it is up to you. 3 minutes on the clock. Vote. Your vote counts. Let's go down to our judges and see what they think. Who do they think debated better? Itty Bitty Blue, you're at the top. Let's go. Who did it better?
Why am I always at the top? Okay.
I have no idea.
So Donatello's not real. I'm sorry. He's not real. If a zombie apocalypse happened, a cartoon is not going to save you. So as much as I love that you can just argue ridiculousness, it wouldn't help. Gerard Butler, he was in 300 and he screamed, "This is Sparta," and is very iconic as King Leonidas. So I'm gonna go with Trinity.
All right, 1 for Trinity. Brodaciously, who did it better?
I thoroughly enjoyed the Donatello argument. I thought it was great. The whole shell thing, the machinery thing, all of that was wonderful. But I think that everything that got put out there, Trinity countered with, and she provided an important piece to that puzzle of, if you're the only 2 people left or you're in a zombie apocalypse, how are you going to procreate to repopulate the Earth? And I actually think that that's an important aspect of that nobody ever wants to talk about. So I gotta give it to Trinity.
All right, 2 for Trinity. Neurotic, who did it better?
So, because it's a freaking mutated turtle, and we're not talking about fucking real, because it's a zombie apocalypse, gosh damn it. It's a mutated turtle. Who knows if the zombies would even be attracted to it, because maybe it'll smell stank. You know, they were smelly, they didn't clean themselves, and it's a turtle. And if we, I don't know, I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, literally my PJs somewhere, but I don't know the other guy. That's the other thing. I actually don't know the other guy that well other than 300. And all I remember 300 is... I wasn't allowed to watch half those scenes because they were doing the naughty. They were doing the naughty. So I'm going to have to go with Donatello because it's a mutated turtle. You
I
don't
just
know
say,
what the
neurotic,
fuck it is.
watch some Gerard Butler films.
I have to.
Honestly,
I'm not familiar enough.
Yes, 300, but Gamer and White House Down and what's the
Phantom
one
of
where
the
he's in
Opera.
jail?
Those are.
What's the one where he's in jail? It's my favorite one, I think.
Wait, let me write.
I'll find the answer for you.
Well, I'll just look up Gerard. He's hot. I did look him up for 300.
It's not
He's hot.
Geostorm, is it?
And he's Scottish and has a beautiful accent.
It's none of the Has Fallen series either. I'm
No.
not sure which one it is.
Law-abiding citizen. Law-abiding
there
citizen.
it is.
One of the best Gerard Butler movies there is, and potentially one of the best movies there is in
Okay,
the world.
I'll
Just saying.
have to
Neurotic, do it
figure
for me,
out.
please.
Yeah.
Do it.
So I'm sorry, I have to vote because I'm Papega. I don't know who that is. So
You're
I'm
good. You're
sorry.
good.
All right, so remind me who you voted for because we got really off track there.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
All right.
So
So detailed. Okay, so that's another one
Yeah,
for details.
detailed.
One for detail pick. All right. Sounds good. Alpha Lita, who did it better?
damn it, I feel bad.
I'm almost done writing my speech. Okay,
Do you need
first,
time?
Donatello's real, Blue. How dare you say that? And second, like Neurotic Player, it's in a zombie apocalypse, so you can pick whatever character. Gerard Butler in 300 is not real, but plays a role, so technically he's not real either. He's a role. You can procreate with a human turtle. Thank you very much. Okay. Gerard Butler only knows how to act. He doesn't actually know how to fight and brainstorm. Is he gonna fight them with his acting impressions? Is he gonna improvise? What is he gonna do? Donatello is actually the brains of the team. He's the one that executes the plan and fights and is actually behind the plan of work. He's very intelligent. So don't talk shit about Donatello, guys. So of course I'm gonna go with Pig.
Okay.
Gerard Butler
So hard.
Gerard
Pig, I'm
Butler is
so
the actor.
serious.
You know that, right? Gerard
He
Butler is the
actually he actually
is real.
trains. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
and he
actually
does train.
trains for the roles.
But not as much as Donatello. It's his whole life.
He's a cartoon.
So
So
The vote has been cast.
Zombie
The vote has been
Let's
cast.
leave the debating to the two debaters.
Yeah, the debate is over. The debate is over.
The debate
We
is
are
over.
moving on. Coriander, who did it better?
I'm gonna put your he's a cartoon argument to rest because there's not a zombie apocalypse happening at all. Zombies aren't plausible. So
Not
I
yet.
think we can be okay with a turtle fighting a zombie since currently neither can happen. I was gonna give it to Trinity. I thought she had good debates. All that kind of jazz. She counted all the points. And also, I think I shipped Trinity and Gerard Butler. So I really want her to find love. So I'm really here for it. And
Let's get him on the show. Let's go.
We're gonna get him on the show just for you.
All
That would be
right.
my dream come true. Not gonna lie.
That is
Got you.
3-2 for Trinity. Stina, comes down to you. Who did it better?
Okay, so I really want to try to vote on not necessarily who I agree with, but who I think was a better debater, because I think that I do think Donatello here would be the better choice. But I think in terms of if we're looking at master debater and how I've kind of interpreted how we should vote, I think Trinity, and I think Bordaciously said this, countered a lot of points, had really good use of the rebuttal time of really bringing up the points, coming back around, going against, but also referencing her points again. So I'm going to have to give it to her for the master debater.
All right. Trinity with 4 votes taking the cake. Chat was split 50-50 once again. Unable to decide a winner. With that,
you were amazing,
Trinity.
by the way. I thought I was gonna lose that. I was like, that's it for me. I'm just drinking my
you
drinks.
couldn't give an extra vote for the pig here. Come on.
Trinity taking the win
GG's.
of
GG's.
round 2. With that, unless somebody gets bought back in the next like 20 seconds, we are moving on to our final round.